Imagine a land where history tried to erase it, but it refused. Alive against all odds, enduring through centuries. Welcome to Armenia, and welcome to History in Minutes. High in the jagged mountains of the South Caucasus lies a land where wind, stone, and river carve stories into every valley and peak. This is Armenia, a nation that has survived empires, invasions, earthquakes, and countless trials, yet its spirit burns brighter than ever. Imagine villages clinging to cliffs, monasteries emerging from hidden valleys like crowns of stone, and people whose lives are intertwined with legends. In these mountains, children run barefoot across cobbled streets. Artisans paint illuminated manuscripts by candlelight, and elders whisper stories of kings, warriors, and saints. Today, we journey through Armenia's story, not as a timeline of dates, but as a living, breathing epic filled with courage, hope, and survival. Thousands of years ago, the kingdom of Urartu rose atop rocky peaks, a civilization daring to thrive where others would have failed. Farmers carved terraces into cliffs to grow crops. Engineers built canals to channel water from mountain streams, and artisans carved symbols into fortress walls. Every wall and rock echoed stories of courage, ingenuity, and everyday life. King Tigranes the Great, centuries later, would expand Armenia into an empire stretching from the Caspian Sea to the Mediterranean. Streets of Tigranocerta, his capital, buzzed with traders from distant lands, scholars discussing philosophy and astronomy, and musicians whose songs echoed in marble halls. Here, Armenia became a bridge between East and West, a land of ambition, dreams, and relentless energy. In 301 CE, amidst political turmoil and the threat of foreign invasion, Armenia made a decision that would shape its soul for millennia. It became the first nation to adopt Christianity as a state religion. St. Gregory the Illuminator guided King Tiridates III and the people, lighting a path through darkness. Monasteries like Echmiadzin, Khor Virap, and the hidden chapels of the mountains became centers of learning, art, and faith. Monks copied manuscripts by candlelight. Painters illuminated stories with vivid colors, and the songs of hope echoed through stone halls. Even during raids, exiles, and upheavals, these walls preserved Armenia's language, culture, and identity. Each story of Armenia is a story of resilience. Hit that like button and share it with friends, because the world deserves to hear it. Even during times of turbulence, Armenians refused to vanish. Monasteries such as Gegart, carved into cliffs, and Hagpat, adorned with intricate kachkars, stand as monuments to artistic genius and spiritual resilience. Scholars studied medicine, theology, and astronomy, while artisans painted frescoes that would inspire generations. Life outside these monasteries thrived too. Children played in secret valleys, merchants whispered tales of distant lands, and the air was thick with the scent of wood fires, fresh bread, and the hum of daily life. Every carved stone, every prayer, every song was a declaration: Armenia survives. For centuries, Armenia's lands were tugged between the Ottomans, Persians, and later the Russian Empire. Borders shifted, rulers changed, and yet the people clung to their language, faith, and arts. Cities like Ani, the city of 1,001 churches, became hubs of trade and culture, where poets recited verses in bustling squares, merchants haggled over silk and spices, and scholars debated the secrets of the cosmos. Diaspora communities emerged across Europe, the Middle East, and beyond, carrying Armenian music, cuisine, and stories, ensuring the homeland spirit survived, even when maps tried to erase it. The darkest chapter came during World War I. Between 1915 and 1917, the Ottoman Empire orchestrated mass killings and forced deportations, claiming over 1 million lives. Families were shattered, villages destroyed, and communities scattered. Yet from despair, hope arose. Survivors rebuilt lives in new lands, establishing schools, churches, and cultural centers. Artists like Komitas preserved Armenian music. Writers chronicled tales of survival. And every act of creation became defiance. Slowly, the land healed, and the spirit of Armenia shone brighter than ever. In every song, painting, and story, the courage of the past whispered to the present. Feeling inspired? Comment below what is your favorite part of Armenia's story and subscribe. More amazing tales from history are coming your way. Following independence in 1991, Armenia entered a new chapter. Yerevan, the capital, blends history and modern life, with lively cafes, art galleries, and streets echoing with music and laughter. Beyond the city, Mount Ararat towers silently, a majestic witness to the nation's trials and triumphs. In villages, farmers still bake traditional lavash, shepherds lead flocks along ancient trails, and children run past centuries-old churches. Festivals bring communities together, folk dances swirl, and musicians play melodies that link past to present. Armenia thrives through art, innovation, and the unbreakable spirit of its people. Proof that survival is not just endurance, but the creation of life against all odds. Armenia's story is not only of kings and empires, but also of ordinary people. The blacksmith forging tools while humming ancient tunes, the storyteller sharing legends under a starlit sky, the mother teaching her children prayers and songs. Each life is a thread in the tapestry of the nation. Heroes emerge everywhere. A monk risking his life to save manuscripts from invaders, a farmer leading his community through harsh winters, or a young artist capturing landscapes of mountains and monasteries that have stood for a millennium. These stories, both great and small, weave together the living history of Armenia. Armenia is more than a country. It is a living story of endurance, creativity, and unwavering pride. Every fortress, every monastery, every melody tells of courage and survival. From the kingdom of Urartu to modern Yerevan, the nation has faced adversity, yet continues to flourish. If you loved this journey, subscribe to our channel for more epic stories. Hit the like button and share this video with friends. In History in Minutes, we explore the fascinating history of every country in the world, one by one, in alphabetical order. Today we covered another country starting with A, and the journey continues. Next up is Australia,